Gascoigne going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say! Brilliant! That is schoolboy's own stuff. Oh, I bet even he can't believe it.
Good morning and good morning to you. Welcome to another edition of Good Morning Tottenham Away. And we start, do you know what, only yesterday we was talking about injuries and the back of international duty, Nations League and what have you not. And what did I say yesterday? Do not rejoice, do not enjoy other people's misfortunes, other teams' misfortune, injuries and stuff like that. I do not rejoice in anybody, in any team. And also, as I said yesterday, I like my teams, of course, to be at full strength. But I want the other teams to be at full strength as well, because I want to see whenever we have a big game, or in this case, a North London derby, and what have you not, I want to see both teams at full strength where they can go at it. And lo and behold, and we, you know, so many streams I've seen and chats, and a lot of them have said the battle's going to be in the midfield area. That's where the game's going to be won and lost. Whoever gets on top of the other will go on to help win that, you know, help the team win the game. So Arsenal find themselves with, of course, Declan Rice suspended, and now Odegaard. That's two of their biggest midfield players in their team out of the North London derby and in that midfield area. We now find ourselves literally 24 hours later after doing yesterday's stream about not rejoicing in other people's misfortune, other teams' injuries. Here we are with our very own Bissouma coming back from international duty, injured. And more than likely, he's going to be missing out on the North London derby. It says here on Give Me Sport, Tottenham have been dealt a major blow ahead of Sunday's North London derby clash with Arsenal after midfielder Bissouma was taken off while on international duty due to injury. The Mali international scored the opening goal of the game in the clash against Eswatini in the first half, but limped off in the second half after 65 minutes following a heavy tackle, leaving the club side sweating over his potential fitness ahead of huge Premier League clash this weekend. Bissouma has been a regular under Ange Postecoglou since the Australian took over as manager, but Bissouma was forced to miss the game early this season after being filled, blah, 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 blah. We know the story, there's no point repeating all over again. So far this season, Lily Whites have had a mixed start from the campaign, blah, blah, blah. Disappointed. Up is the right, let's get scrolling down to what it's saying. But it seems they may have to do without their key midfielder Bissouma after a heavy tackle, so withdraw the Mali line just after the hour mark on Tuesday afternoon. Bissouma has started 2 of the 3 Premier League games so far this season, with Papa Sarr and Rodrigo Bentancur ahead of Archie Gray and Lucas Bergwall as option in the middle of the park. So this leaves us in a bit of a predicament, because up until now we've played mainly with Bissouma in that 6th role, allowing first Kulusevski and Maddison ahead of him to go, leaving them free to go forward. Then we've had Papas Matar came in the Newcastle game. We've been, you know, Bentancur has not quite hit the ground running yet this season, but Bissouma has been very pivotal since the start of the season. He's actually, apart from that suspension he served, after that he's had really two really good games, and he's been pivotal in that area for sure. Can he do more? He even started off scoring straight away, so we hadn't, you know, we're so not used to seeing him score at all. He even managed to do that, so he's going to be if reports suggest, I mean, what are we, it's only Wednesday right now, so still a bit of time, but it's going to be a massive midfield shake-up for both teams, I have to say. Where you kind of knew the 3 that will be playing and the 3 that they would be playing, now it's up in the air as to who's going to be playing, who's going to be starting for us in that position. It's going to be interesting, because obviously we already had the Van der Ven out. Solanke could be making it, but I don't want to risk it because we've got a massive fixture pile up. It's the case for everyone, of course, but keeping it Tottenham at the moment, we got a massive fixture pile-up coming up. And whilst you want to get your players back for such an important game, you've got to also have an eye beyond that and say, look, you don't want to bring everyone back to play in this particular game and then potentially losing them for even longer. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Do we risk playing these guys even if they're not 100% fit in such an important game, potentially losing them out for longer? Or do we say, do you know what? Whoever plays this Sunday has to be 100% fit. If not, it's best to avoid. Where do you guys stand with that? And how big of a loss would Bissouma be if he doesn't play this Sunday? It's particularly in the number 6 role. We don't really have a lot of options in that area. Yes, Bentancur for sure can fill that. Some of you may be shouting already, Archie Gray. Is he ready to be playing such an important game so early on the season? If he does well, great. If he doesn't do well, where does that leave a player like a young player like Archie Gray? Do you feel that it's time for him to be involved, or do we you know, further down the line get him more involved, get him used to the Tottenham world, get him used to the Premier League, give him the minutes, but not necessarily throw him straight away at the deep end in a game like Arsenal? Really love to hear what you guys make of it all. Big up to all you, by the way, that were in the chat last night in the live stream. Big up to the panel. Sorry I couldn't be there, guys. But you know, it was a really I managed to catch the second half of it after taking my boy trying. Caught the second half of the stream. Really good views, very different views, I have to say. Not so much of the echo chamber, but there was a lot of different views. It was really interesting to see where everyone was at leading up to the North London derby. If you missed it, make sure you go over to our channel, have a look at last night's stream. It was supposed to have been a Monday night stream, but we did it on a Tuesday just for this week. So if you missed it, head over to the stream and take a look at what the boys thought leading up to the North London derby. Make sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel for that stream. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe for this edition of Good Morning Tottenham Away. Getting used to doing this all over again. It has been a while, guys. It has been a while. I thoroughly enjoy doing them, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing your comments below leading up to this game and the loss of Bissouma potentially leading up to it. Let's hope not. Fingers crossed we don't lose any more from now on. As always, forever always, come on you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.